10 News cameras were rolling tonight as celebrations spilled into the streets of Hillcrest after today's historic Supreme Court rulings on same-sex marriage. Good evening, I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. The High Court struck down the Federal Defense of Marriage Act, saying it violates the equal protection rights under the law for same-sex couples. That ruling clears the way for legally married same-sex couples to receive federal benefits. Now, in a separate decision, the justices cleared the way for legal same-sex marriage here in California by refusing to rule on the substance of a challenge to Prop 8. The court simply said the defenders of the law had no standing to bring the case before the court. And 10 News reporter Jennifer Jensen is live in Hillcrest tonight. Now, San Diegans reacted to today's decision. Jen.
Well, good evening, Steve. Good evening, Kimberly. Things have quieted down since we first arrived here 8 hours ago. Check out the streets behind me now. There are still people out celebrating, but thousands were here along University Avenue when we first showed you that rally at 5 o'clock. They're all rallying and marching, watching history unfold. A large show of support in Hillcrest, where an estimated 2,000 gay rights supporters celebrated the historic rulings. Waving flags high and holding homemade signs like these, they want to show the nation that here, love is love.
It's been nice to be able to say I'm married, and this is my wife, Tiffany, and mean it. But today is a lot different because now the federal government sees us more than just strangers. They were going to acknowledge our relationship now.
She's referring to the Supreme Court after it struck down a key piece of the Federal Defense of Marriage Act and cleared the way for same-sex marriages to resume here in California. But others call the rulings a setback for traditional marriage. Protesters gathered outside the federal courthouse in San Diego, armed with signs and a strong message.
This is a day of grief. These twin victories for the homosexual movement have brought shame to America.
A dozen local, state, and national leaders of Proposition 8 came out to express their disappointment.
This is a travesty of justice. These are sweeping decisions that will forever change the moral and economic stability of America.
But to Colleen Osborne and Paula Talal, who've been together for 32 years, it's more about love, in sickness and in health.
I love this woman, she loves me, and we've been together, and I think it's really important for the whole United States, frankly, to have freedom and justice for all, including same-sex partners.
So back out here live, as you can imagine, the county clerk was flooded with calls wanting to get their marriage licenses, but according to a federal appeals court, couples will likely have to wait another 25 days before they will resume these same-sex marriages. We're live here in Hillcrest. Jennifer Jensen, 10 News.